Hello friends, welcome back to the another video lecture of ADA subject. In this video lecture, we are going to learn about binomial coefficient. In previous video lecture, we have learned what is dynamic programming. So binomial coefficient will be solved by dynamic programming. Dynamic programming is not any type of programming that we have understand in previous lecture. That is a mathematical solutions which are repeatedly calculating in a particular problem. Then we do not calculate that repeated sub part of problem, but we store into a table and directly use when it is required. So this thing will be used for solving our binomial coefficient. So first of all, let's understand what is binomial coefficient. So binomial coefficient is the number of way of picking unordered outcome from possibilities, also known as a combination or combinatorial number. The symbols are used to denote a binomial coefficient and are sometimes read as choose. So I know that you don't understand anything from this definition. So for easiness for understanding this definition, I have taken an example here. Suppose we want to calculate a plus b raised to n equation. So in that case, our solution will be n c0 a raised to n b raised to 0 plus n c1 a raised to n minus 1 b raised to 1 plus n c2 a raised to n minus 2 b raised to 2 plus up to n cn a raised to 0 b raised to n. So this is a equation for solving a plus b raised to n. So in that thing, you have noticed here that a raised to n b raised to 0. Another term is a raised to n minus 1 b raised to 1. Next term is a raised to n minus 2 b raised to 2. So in that case, here n is decreasing, n minus 1, n minus 2, and our this thing that we'll know as a k is increasing 0, 1, 2 up to n. So in that case, this thing we can calculate by our n and k value, but n c0, n c1, n c2, n cn, that we cannot calculate directly. For that we will need nc0, nc1, nc2. So that things are our binomial coefficients, nc0, nc1 up to ncn. That thing we will have to find out, we will have to calculate for solving a plus b raised to n type equations. Okay, so how we can calculate this binomial coefficient? So for it, if we have value n and k, so from n k, if k is equal to 0 and k is equal to n, understand here, if our k's value is 0 or our k's value is equal to the n's value, then our answer will be 1. If our k's value is greater than 0 but less than n, then we have to calculate n minus 1 k minus 1 plus n minus 1 k. That thing we will write as like this. You can see here, c n minus 1 k minus 1 plus c n minus 1 k. So n minus 1 k minus 1, this thing will be a index of any array, any two-dimensional array. So we can find directly from that place value of n minus 1 k minus 1. Okay, So that will be in case of if k is greater than 0 and less than n. And if that two cases are not applicable, then our value will be 0 only. This is the perfect formula for calculating nk, n factorial upon k factorial into n minus k factorial. Okay, so we will consider this thing for our equation solving, or we can say our solution. We will have to find c of nk. C of nk, in that case, if our k is equal to 0 or k is equal to n, mean this thing, then our answer will be 1. Else we have to return cn minus 1 k minus 1 plus cn minus 1 k. That thing will be already calculated in previous steps, so we can directly use this value and sum up that things. Okay, we have to understand this thing by an example, so you can clearly get idea what these things are. Okay, so if we want to calculate our 5 and 3, so for 5 and 3 we will need 4 and 2 and 4 and 3, and again for another cases we will need 3 and 2 and 2 and 2. So this thing will be need several times into our solution, so we will store these values into a table, and after it we will use when they are needed. Okay, so let's understand it by an example, so you can get clear idea about it. Okay, so here we have a Pascal's triangle. So in Pascal's triangle we will find calculation of n and k, which we have seen here, n and k. This formula is for solving our binomial coefficient. We will take these two things in mind and we will proceed further. Okay, so here k's value 0 1 2 3 4 up to k, and here in column n's value means 0 1 2 3 4 up to n are here. Now we will calculate n and k. So for that we have first condition that if our k is equal to 0, then we have to return 1. So in that column our all values will be k is equal to 0. So we can directly write here 1. In that case, if we want to find this value, means n is equal to 0 and k is equal to 0, 4 0 0, our k is equal to 0, so we will write 1 here. If we want to find nk, means 1 and 0, so in that case k is equal to 0, so we will write 1. In that case 2 0, so k is equal to 0 1. As the same way, this all column will be k is equal to 0, so we will write our values as 1. Another condition is there. If k is equal to 0, we have taken here, or k is equal to n. K is equal to n means here in this thing k is equal to 0 and n is equal to 0, so k is equal to n, so 1. Here k is equal to 1 and n is equal to 1, so this column and this row will be n is equal to k, means 1 is equal to 1, so this thing will be 1. Here you can find k is equal to 2 and n is equal to 2, so this thing will be 1. Next, k is equal to 3 and n is equal to 3, so this condition says if k is equal to n, then return 1, so we will write 1 here. Same as that, n is equal to 4 and k is equal to 4, so 1. n is equal to 5 and k is equal to 5, so 1. As like same, we can calculate other values also. Okay, now we will check another condition. What if we want to find n is equal to 2 and k is equal to 1, means this place. If we want to find 2 1 means n is equal to 2 and k is equal to 1, how we can find this value? So for that we have to use this equation. You have to sum Cn minus 1 k minus 1. So our n is equal to 2, so n minus 1 will be 1 and k minus 1 means k is equal to 0, means this value. Again put n and k's value in this equation. So n and k, so for finding this value, our n will be 2 and our k value will be 1. So by this equation it will be C of 2 minus 1 means 1 and 1 minus 1 means 0 plus n minus 1, n is equal to 2, so 2 minus 1 1 and k is equal to 1. So we have to add these two values. C10 means C10, so this value means 1 and another value is C11 means 1 1, so this value means 1, means 1 plus 1. By adding these two values we will find our this value, means this is 2. Okay, if we want to find this value, so our equation will be for this thing, our equation will be n is equal to 3 and our k is equal to 1. For this equation 3 and 1, so by directly this equation 3 minus 1 means 2 and 1 minus 1 means 0 and here 2 and 1, we have to add both of them. So at the position 2 0, what we have? 2 0, we have 1 value, so 1 plus another position is 2 1, we have at the position 2 and 1 we have 2 values, so 1 plus 2, so 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 will be there. Okay, as like same we will have to calculate this value, so we will have to add n minus 1 k minus 1 means this value plus n minus 1 and k means this value, so 2 plus 1 will be 3 here. Okay, if we want to calculate this 4, so that will be summation of this and this, so 1 plus 3 will be 4. If we want to calculate this value, so that will be summation of this 3 and 3 will be 6. If we want to calculate this value, so that will be summation of these two value 3 and 1 means 4. If we want to find this value, so let's understand by its solution. If we want to find this value, here n is equal to 6 and k is equal to 1, so n is equal to 6 means 6, k is equal to 1, n is equal to 6 and k is equal to 1. So at the position 5 and 0 plus at the position 5 and 1, 5 0 position means 5 0 position 1 is there and 5 1 position means 5 is there, so summation of 5 and 1 6 will be there, so at this position our answer will be 6. So by this thing, by this method, by this way we will calculate all the numbers as per our requirement. So here you have noticed that for the calculation we will need previous numbers. For the calculation we will use this thing, we will use this thing, we will use this thing, we will use this thing for finding these values, we will use this thing for finding these values, we will use this thing for finding these values. So that are the result which we have stored into a table and using it repeatedly. We are not calculating it by the at the time of our calculation of numbers. We are storing it, we are not calculating it multiple times. So this is the purpose of dynamic programming is used in binomial coefficient. So this is the binomial coefficient, and in this way we can calculate and we can generate this triangle. Okay, now let's see its example, means its algorithm. So in its algorithm our input will be n and k. We will have to find nk. Algorithm BC means binomial coefficient. We will pass n and k's value. For I is equal to j means I is equal to 0 to n, for j is equal to 0 to k means we are storing this value into j for our calculation, means our n will be vary with every equation. So we are storing j is equal here. For j is equal to 0 or I is equal to j, that we have already seen, means k is equal to 0 or k is equal to n. In that case our value will be 1. So that we have given here. So we are giving that value as 1, but this condition is not true. K is not 0 and k is equal to not n. Then what we are doing, we are giving value of I minus 1, j minus 1 plus I minus 1 and j, totally based on the equation of our binomial coefficient, and after that we are returning c and k. So this is algorithm for solving binomial coefficient. From this algorithm you can clearly know that we are dependent on value of n and k. So time complexity of this algorithm, omega or theta, we can say it is in order of n into k. Okay, so that are totally dependent on n and k. So it will be time complexity of this algorithm dependent in order of n into k. Okay, so this is it for binomial coefficient. If you like this video, then like, comment and subscribe. Also share it with your friends. Thank you friends.